East Kilbride. In this gray concrete wasteland, Jim Reed and William Reed created their escape. Pure, raw noise. In the early 80s, the music world was divided. On one side, slick, polished synthesizer pop. On the other, the dying embers of punk. They owned no expensive instruments, only cheap equipment and a radical vision. To take the perfect pop melodies of the 60s and drown them in a hurricane of white noise and feedback, it was the birth of a sound that was meant to disturb the world. In 1984, they moved to London. Their early performances became the stuff of legend, not for their length, but for their brutality. Often playing for just 15 minutes, they stood with their backs to the audience, hidden behind a thick wall of fog and ear-splitting feedback. It wasn't a concert, it was an ordeal. The press dubbed them the most dangerous band in the world. At North London Polytechnic, the situation escalated. The audience, provoked by the brevity and the volume, began to riot. The Mary Chain riots were born. Yet, behind the chaos, a masterpiece lay hidden. November 1985 saw the release of Psycho Candy, an album that felt like a revelation. Songs like Just Like Honey revealed a fragile beauty buried under layers of industrial screeching. It was proof that noise could be an emotion. This album laid the foundation for what would later become shoegaze. Bands like My Bloody Valentine would never have existed without this courage to embrace the ugly. The Reed brothers had proven that you must break the rules to become immortal. But the band did not stop at noise. With the album Darklands, they sought restraint. The feedback faded, and in its place emerged a dark, melancholic poetry. It was a journey into the night. Over the years, the tension between the brothers grew. The constant friction that made their sound so unique eventually consumed the band. In 1998, after a legendary onstage fight at the House of Blues in Los Angeles, it was over, but their shadow remained. The Jesus and Mary Chain taught us that beauty lies in contrast, in the tension between a sweet melody and the pain of a screaming guitar. They were the architects of a modern darkness. Today, decades later, their feedback still echoes through the clubs and the minds of those who seek the archive. They weren't just a band, they were a manifesto.
This was just the first glimpse into the distorted universe of the Jesus and the Mary Chain. Explore our other short films on the channel for more, and stay tuned. Some of these stories are far from over, with sequels already in the works. Keeping it dark, brief, and straight to the point. See you in the next chapter.